Hello guys, and welcome to another video at Liverpool F5. This is my first video in months, and it is a match prediction and predicted 11 for Liverpool versus Huddersfield on Saturday at 5:30. We go into the game after the international break with a 0-0 home draw against Manchester City, and we are hoping to get the 3 points away here at Huddersfield. It's a tricky game, I think, without some of our key players, including Van Dijk, Salah. I know apparently they're going to be fit, but it's a little bit of a concern when key players like Salah, Van Dijk, Mane, Keita all seem to have little niggles, but I don't think that's going to affect them. I hope James Milner's back, but can I see him quite getting in the lineup? We'll see later. Who my keeper is going to be Alisson in goal, the Brazilian keeper. I think he played on Monday or Tuesday night against Argentina, and he won 1-0, kept a clean sheet. And if you can see some of his stats here, he's made 8 appearances for us. He's conceded just 3 goals in 8 games in the league, which is, it's quite fantastic when you're considering what our defensive problems were like last season. And 2.25 average shaves per game is decent as well. 44 accurate long balls is very impressive. Under carries, I'm sure that stat would not have been high. 1 error leading to goal. I think we all know what that error was, but hopefully you can learn from that, and hopefully you can be a future star in the Premier League. At left back, I think it's quite obvious as well, Andy Robertson. I don't think Moreno is going to get ahead of him anytime soon. And if we look at his stats again, the same amount of appearances as Alisson. 63.1% pass accuracy, 2.17 crosses per game, 2.5 tackles per game, and 6 interceptions. So decent stats for Andy so far this season. And I think, if we can sustain a solid defence, I really think we can put in a title challenge this season. So my first centre-back is obviously going to be Big Virgil van Dijk. I know he's apparently playing with 2 broken ribs, but I still think a 2 broken ribs Virgil van Dijk is better than a fully fit Matip, Lovren and Gomez. So if we look again, same amount of appearances, 72.37 average passes per game. He's won 40 duels this season, and he's won 3/4 of his duels this season, which is very, very impressive for a centre-half. 7.62 interceptions per 90 minutes, and that is again why he's an integral part of our team. 5.25 clearances per 90 minutes, which again is a phenomenal stat, and this is why he is one of our key men in a sustained title challenge this season. And alongside Virgil van Dijk is Joe Gomez, who I saw him play Monday night against Spain, and he looked really, really comfortable at centre-back and really accomplished centre-half now in our team. 64 passes per 90 minutes in the game, 2.87 clearances, which is, again, him and Virgil have been key for me in our joint top place so far this season. 11 interceptions, which again is a key stat for a centre-half to have, and 1.75 tackles per 90 minutes, which again, it's not the greatest, but it does the job for me. And at right back is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know against City, Gomez played at right back and Arnold was on the bench, but I think Arnold will come into the team, Lovren will come out, Gomez will go back into centre-half. He's made 7 appearances, obviously he didn't play the game against City. He made 57.37 passes with a percentage rate of 75%, and that's quite decent considering he puts in 5 crosses per match, and obviously crosses, the chances are you're not going to win the header. 1.58 tackles per match is decent again, and he does 1 foul per 90, which I don't know why that stat's on there, to be honest with you, but why not? And our holding midfielder, I am going to make our first Premier League appearance for Fabinho. The only reason is I don't know if Milner's going to play, I don't know if Keita's going to play, so I'm a bit unsure on those two. So I thought maybe this is the perfect game for Klopp to bring Fabinho in. He's 24, he's still got plenty of years ahead of him. He obviously used to play for Monaco. He plays for Brazil. I think he played right back for Brazil, and you know, I still think that he could be important this season if we use him to his full potential. Beside Henderson is going to be Wijnaldum. He's made 8 appearances this season, got a goal, and I personally think he's done decent this season. I think in a slightly deeper role, I think he does suit that number 6 role. I do think he's performed well there. You know, he's made 52 passes a game. He's done 9 tackles per game, which is very good. 3 interceptions per game, which is also decent. So yeah, the Dutch midfielder is going to be playing beside Fabinho. Our slightly advanced midfielder is going to be our captain, Jordan Henderson. He has only actually started 4 Premier League games this season, but there is something I want to point out. He's done 73 passes per game, and 75% of those are forward, which is unusual for him, because when I am watching him, I am just seeing backwards passing. But if he can get that percentage up more and more, I think we can do more this season with him. He also makes a good round about 6 interceptions per 90 minutes, which is again good. And this is who I am going to start next at Wijnaldum. Starting on the right wing is our star man last season, Mo Salah. Started every game this season and 3 goals. Some people are getting worried about him, but I guarantee you he will score goals. He's had 4 shots per game, which means if he can turn those shots into goals and be a bit more clinical, he will score goals. He's got 1 assist this season. Maybe he needs to be a bit more creative. Maybe his final pass isn't quite there yet, but I think that's just, you know, fatigue, to be honest. He played the World Cup, he played a lot of games towards the end of this last season, and now he does 24 passes per game, but obviously, you know, he's a winger, he's not really known for his passing, and that's who I'm going to start. On the left wing is Sadio Mane. I know apparently he's broke his thumb, but in my opinion, I think he is going to be fit for this game. He started every Premier League game for us this season, scored 4 goals, hasn't scored in the last few games, but I think that goal will come. You know, we've had tricky games, obviously City and Chelsea in our last games. He's put in 10 crosses this season, 30 passes, which is decent, 10 tackles. I don't really know why tackles is in there, because he's a left winger, he's not going to tackle anyone really, let's face it, but good pressure I suppose. And Mane is going to start for me. Our striker is obviously going to be Bobby Firmino. Played 8 times this season, by 2 goals and 2 assists, 36 passes per 90, which I think he holds the ball up, and I think he is also integral part of our team. And if we get firing again, I think this guy could be a key success in maintaining a solid title challenge. He has 1.75 shots per game. Only 42% of his shots are on target though, which maybe he does need to improve on if he wants to bang in those goals like he's done before. But I think in time he will get a few goals. And so this is our team. Alisson in goal, left back Andy Robertson, centre half Van Dijk and Gomez, right back Trent, holding midfielder Fabinho, Henderson and Wijnaldum in centre mid, and Mane, Firmino, Salah. Now, like I said before, I do think this is going to be a tricky game. Huddersfield are doing awful, but I just have that feeling like if we are going to win the league, these next 2 games against Huddersfield and Cardiff are crucial. If we don't get 6 points from these 2 games, I cannot see us winning the league. My prediction, I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory. Going to go with, it's tricky, going to go with Wijnaldum scoring and Firmino scoring, and yeah, well, hopefully we can get the 3 points. We can maybe go top of the league, but I think City have a much better goal difference than us, so I don't think that. Have you? I forgot what I was going to say anyway. It doesn't matter. So that is my starting 11 predictions show. I hope you like this video. You can like, you can subscribe, and I will be doing more videos like this, including match summaries and stuff like that, just talking about football in general. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.